Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, ma'am, for being here. You talked in your opening statement about stringent controls, clear standards, on these performance awards. In your opinion, what happened?
On the awards?
On the performance awards. How do we go from your opening statement of stringent controls and clear standards and end up over here with this massive amount of money and the revelation of presidential awards and all these other awards, 20 and 25% of income, the 80% amount of people who receive them? Was there any red flag? I know you've only been there since September, but when you came in and just over the past several months, and as you look at this structure, were there any red flags or alarms or inklings or gut feelings or anything that says, wow, this is a lot of money, or anything to set off a red flag in your mind that something is really, really wrong? Because it seems like it got away from the stringent controls and clear standards.
Congressman, what I said in my opening remarks was we needed to have precise and stringent and clear standards. I feel that is what we need to do from here forward. I think we do need more stringent and precise written performance plans so that when they have—
My question is, were you aware of that prior to this whole blow-up in the VA, that there was something out of line with the performance bonuses and that's why you needed the stringent controls and the clear standards?
No, it was because prior to this year, we did not have an automated system, so you could not see these in advance. So having the opportunity to see these in advance and be able to look at these across the board prior to the end of the year, I thought would allow us to have a better look and more precisely see if we do have the correct metrics, if the right things are being done.
So I have a question on the presidential award. The presidential award doesn't come out of the VA budget, correct? So it comes out, whose budget does it come out of?
I'm not sure. I'll come back to you on that.
Okay, and so is there an allotment of money? Do we know how many employees we have that receive the presidential award?
Oh, very, very few, but I'll get you that number.
Okay.
It's a very minimum amount across the Federal Government.
Okay, I appreciate it. Could you also then get me, for the state of Indiana, a list of all the SES level employees and for the past 5 years what their performance bonuses have been as well?
I will gather that information, and if it is releasable, absolutely we'll release it to you.
Okay, do you know how long it'll take to get that? Ballpark?
Couple weeks.
Okay. And so as you look at this, as we move forward and we look at this whole question, you know, I echo Representative Ruiz's question about when these incentives started. When was this thing tied to the matrix of the appointment times? And then also, I'm just curious, when we look at this, and I had heard just, I think in some of the news reports, that this has only been in effect for a couple of years. But when we look at like a place like Phoenix, where over the last 3 years there's been something like $10 million in bonuses, I am trying to get my arms around why that didn't send signals or red flags somewhere in this system of the performance bonuses. It's such an inordinate amount of money, even for just one place where this whole thing started with the investigation. It's unbelievable the amount of money that has gone into this system.
I've not confirmed that amount that's been spent in Phoenix, so I have to go back and confirm that.
Okay. And then also, when you send the information on the presidential bonuses, what I wanted to know is what budget it comes from. Is there a cap on how much money comes from a presidential bonus? How many people have received it? For how many years do they get it? Just the details of that, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, Congressman.
Thank you. I yield back my time.
Thank you very much.